Now there's a saying that goes something like this, or actually a song. Everything we're going a foreign, a yard get the blame. And people, while that might be true and sometimes unjustified, the truth and the fact is that Jamaicans are in overseas places doing all sorts of FUCKRY, all sorts of off-the-wall stuff. And when they get exposed as a news blogger, that is what I will do. I am speaking about some Jamaicans running some sorts of Jamaican business out of some sorts of food truck in Orange County, where it is said that they were not only selling Jamaican food, jerk chicken, jerk pork, they were also selling cocoa and gun that net them an estimated $3 million per people. Take a listen to what the people have to say, and then I'll give my piece.
Truck parked in downtown Newburgh.
Investigators say they busted one of the largest drug operations in the history of Orange County. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Marcus Solis.
The lot across the street from Newburgh City Court is the spot for food trucks, but one regular is missing. The Real Spice truck has been relocated to the Orange County Sheriff's Office, not to serve up Jamaican food. It's been seized because of other items that were for sale.
It sold food, it sold guns, and it sold cocaine. And Mr. Salmon was the epicenter of that.
That would be 42-year-old Kirkland Salmon, one of 30 people arrested in what's considered the largest gun trafficking and drug bust in Orange County. Named Operation Hot Lunch, investigators spent 6 months purchasing illegal guns, firearms that were often packaged in food containers. The guns were brought up from North Carolina, the drugs from Florida. Officials say what set this enterprise apart was the level of complexity, a 4-tiered system, sophistication that had never been seen before.
The money of this organization moved around with ease. It was invested into real estate, property, and crypto, in properties in Orange County and other things.
Prosecutors say a barbershop served as a stash house for some of the proceeds, estimated to be over $3 million a year. Nearly 40 different law enforcement agencies took part in the investigation, including the ATF and the NYPD, which had some of its undercover officers make purchases.
Fighting crime knows no bounds, whether it's Brooklyn, Buffalo, or anywhere in between. If you're trafficking illegal guns and drugs, we will bring you to justice.
Some of the suspects face up to 25 years in prison. In Newburgh, Marcus Solis, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Now, people, if there's one thing that we can say, Jamaicans are very innovative. However, when it comes to negativity, if they would just put their mind to positive stuff, it is no telling what they could do. However, them always a plot and a scheme for make money. The easy way, the same sorts of attitude that they bring from Jamaica, they bring to overseas. Back in the 80s, 90s, 2000, Jamaicans used to set up spot, them call it black, them call it gates. They call it trap in the 2000 and so. However, in this case, we say it is the food truck. We are speaking about spicy time. So we're talking about from spice time to hot time to jail time to prison time. These people are so brawling and barefaced, them set up shop right across the street from the courthouse, which makes it much, much easier for the system now that they are in the custody. If we just transfer them from the court truck, spicy time to jail time to court time to the penitentiary time. Now we can only assume that the mastermind behind all of this is Jamaican, Mr. Kirkland Salmon. Again, remember I said, everything we're going to foreign, a Jamaican get the blame. We can also assume that people know say Jamaican food is popping, so therefore if them set up shop with some sorts of Jamaican thing. But people, best believe the possibility or probabilities are he is a Jamaican. So we see said the feds then put out some sorts of operation Hot Food. Now people, these people were using this truck for launder money in a real estate, Bitcoin, all sorts of stuff, barbershop. They said based on the relevant authority, they were netting in excess of $3 million a year. People, $3 million a year, American money is no sorts of monkey money. But what they must remember, don't listen to Scarface. America is not some sorts of big PUSSY just waiting to be FUCKED. It looks very easy. However, that image that it puts out can always come back and haunt you. So therefore, in this hot food, spicy time, they are now going to be doing a whole bunch of jail time, 25 years or more, point blank and period. Now, the next thing that is popping in the news, we see that Marvin Markland, OC Papa, reputed leader of the Gola gang that is in Augustown. He was the 54th person to be taken out by the armed forces, meaning JCF and JDF. Based on the Popo report, it is said that they came under attack by some people, some gangster. They returned the fire and people, you know the script, the rest is history. However, the residents are disputing, saying that nothing don't go like that. It goes polar opposites. Now people, it seems as if Papa is like Papa Doc in a Haiti. There was some sorts of coup d'etat that was run on his life and sent him to the afterlife. We're speaking about hell. Based on what the Popo say, after the smoke cleared, they found a tool. Now people, there's a thing that is called 3 strikes and you are out. First thing first, this man is a gangster. Secondly, he was allegedly in some sorts of SHOOT outs. Thirdly, they found some sorts of tool. So therefore, this is going to be an open and closed case. This is going to be an open and closed, closed casket, sorry. Now people, I was not there, don't know what went wrong. But based on a picture that is circulating all over social media, we could clearly see that Mr. Papa, he got the SHITTY end of the feud between the Popo. Based on that picture, he was laying under some sorts of blue sheets. His mouth was open. His lips looked very crispy as if he was hungry. What was also visible is that a couple of his teeth was gone. Part of his gum was gone. And most of his lip was also gone. He looked very shocked as if he was surprised when the motive from that gun, from the Popo, took him from behind the back of his head. People like me say, these people must understand whenever you choose a life of criminality, sooner or later you are going to be taken out like some sorts of DOG on the street. So therefore the Don is going to be relegated to some sorts of DEAD dog. He is definitely going to the abyss of hell. Based on how his face looked, he could not have made it look like some sorts of shark bite off him face. People, he was going down in at the bottom of the sea to the abyss of hell. Point blank and period. Now the next thing that is popping in the news. People, that cow that you see on your screen as I speak. He was taken out of a Toyota Wish. If you know what a Wish is like, it is like a Pro Box. Basically a bigger version of the Pro Box. People, like I said, these Jamaicans, they are very innovative when it comes to criminality. Now, based on the Popo report, it is said that the Withorn Popo summons the vehicle to stop. When they told them to stop, they disobeyed some sorts of chase. The Popo start run them down and maybe the goat them are me and the cow are more. So therefore he decided, listen, it does not look good. However, at first he thought that it would not be the appropriate time to stop because the car kind of hot. However, eventually the Popo hold them. When them hold them have 10 goats and this cow or bull inside. People, tell me how these people fold up a bull like some sorts of transformer and put him in the back of some sorts of Toyota Wish. Like me say, people, these people are innovative only for innovative criminality. Point blank and period. Now the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that High Court Judge Andrea Thomas is supposed to make some sort of ruling. And this is before the determination of what is going to happen on the 10th of June 2024, whether there's going to be some sorts of retrial or not for Vybz Kartel and his 3 co-accused, sorry. Now people, his lawyer Isaac Buchanan filed some sorts of habeas corpus and he sent letter to the Department of Correction. He sent letter to the Attorney General, and he also sent letter to the DPP's office and also the court. In these letters, he wants to know the reason why his clients are deprived of their civil liberty or their rights. Now, people, when we look at where these letters were sent, DPP's office, the system anti-virus cartel, the Attorney General, part of the system anti-virus cartel, Department of Correction, part of the system anti-virus cartel, more than likely in their summation or their part of their submission, they would have said that, listen, based on what the DPP's office is going to say, he is a menace to society, a criminal, once convicted, however, even though it was squashed. The Department of Correction is going to say, yes, he is locked up, and while he is locked up, he is negatively influencing the people inside. So therefore, I don't think that he would be the prime person to be on the street. He is going to be even more menacing on the street. And most significantly, when we think about Judge Andrea Thomas in the last court date for this, she said that yes, it was squashed. However, quash does not mean that he is not guilty. Quash is up for determination, your opinion. So based on the direction in which the judge seems to be going or turning or pointing, based on what the DPP's office said, yes, the Privy Council ruled that it was quashed. However, it did not give any sort of clear and concise direction as if these persons were to be released. It clearly said it is supposed to go to the High Court, and then the High Court should decide if there is going to be a retrial. A retrial is sent, or the determination date for that retrial is on the 10th of June 2024. So just based on the system, meaning the DPP, meaning the Attorney General, meaning Department of Correction, meaning the judge, most significantly the decider in all of this, I doubt Virus Cartel and his co-accused are going to get released pending any sorts of determination, in my opinion. Point blank and period. Now the next thing that is popping in the news, based on some news out of Port Maria, it is said that at least 10 persons were CHOPPED up, CHOPPED up. Out of one of those 10 is a 3-year-old, the picture that you see on the screen. Based on the information that is also circulating, the person that did this, the suspect or even least, the person of interest, is said to be a deportee that came back to Jamaica maybe about a week or so ago. Now people like me say, don't know the motive, don't know the mindsets, don't know the status of sanity of this man. However, based on the fact that if one single man can see CHOPP up 10 people, that means that he is mentally deranged. Now, people, this is the problem with the system, and I hate to blame the system for everything that goes on in Jamaica, because the truth and the fact is that once you're of a certain age, whatever decision that you make, you are responsible. Not the state, not the country. However, me just say, whenever a lot of these persons come back, get deported, if they are criminal, there's no sorts of tracking. If they are Looney Tunes, there's no sorts of tracking. So therefore, John Public is at the mercy of these people's decision. And a lot of times it come back and it haunt innocent, unsuspecting person. Don't know the details as to exactly what happened. If this was some sort of domestic family dispute, people, me not really know. What I do know, somebody is sick that was on the road that created all sorts of problem. Now people, DEAD, people hurt badly, people injured, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.